Hello everyone, I just want to create this video to review the DJI Osmo Pocket accessory kit that I bought from Amazon. So I'm filming this kit actually using the DJI Pocket Osmo Pocket camera, and it's doing really well. I have it mounted from up, and so it's shooting to this cutting mat, and of course I'm showing all these accessories right now, and it's working really well. So after owning the DJI Osmo Pocket for about a week, I decided now to get the full accessories kit. So I bought a kit on Amazon for about $29.90. Well, actually, it's not about. It's exactly priced $29.99, and it's the one that is most highly reviewed or highly rated. And it comes with all this plus a harness, which is this device right here, which is a body harness. So I'm going to explain all the parts that it comes with and what does it do, because I was new to all these, and I didn't really understand exactly what all these are supposed to do. So hopefully this video will help somebody that was new like myself and answer some questions, so that you can decide whether you do need an accessory like this or not. Okay, so first, really basic stuff. Just it comes with a bag that you can put most of these accessories in. The only thing that you probably cannot put in there are these big stuff. This is the car windshield mount. I'm pretty sure you can probably stick this in. I'm going to stick it into my bag. So this should be able to fit. This is the extendable stick or selfie stick. And this is a flexible tripod with a flexible leg. Everything else can probably go in the bag, and I'm gonna put mine in the bag so that I can carry it around, and I won't lose and won't forget about certain accessories. Okay, so I'm just going to go through all the accessories from the top down. And okay, so the next item is this wrench that is included. So there's two size of wrench that is included with this wrench. So basically the first one is for these screws, and it goes in nicely like that. That's how you're supposed to use it, and it just helps you turn the screws without hurting your finger. The second one is a hex screw. I don't know what size that looks like, maybe 1/4 of an inch size, but I don't see a use of it actually. All of these seems to have a nut that is around that size in there, but it's already in there, as if it was glued in. So I don't actually know what this is for, but it's there in case you need to have a 1/4 inch hex nut that you need to turn using it. So it comes with this red strap also. Okay, next we have this flexible tripod with a flexible leg, and it has a nice rubber footing also. This tripod is made of plastic. The head is just cheap plastic, and I'm not happy about that. But again, for 29 or 30 bucks, basically all of these kit, I mean, you can't really complain that much about what you're getting. So while I'm using this, I just have to be extra mindful to remember that these are all plastic parts, and you don't want to over tighten, over screw all these parts, because they will break, they will strip. This screw right here, this is plastic screw threads, so keep that in mind. I will try to remember not to over tighten the screws. The flexibility of the legs are actually pretty good. I like the fact that they are pretty sturdy, and this is nice and soft. They look like the perfect tripod that I would use if I need to attach this to a pole or a stick or something like that. So definitely useful piece of equipment that I did not have. Okay, so we're gonna go from the left, and this device, this thing here, I'm not calling a device, is a clip that goes on to many different things. On the harness, I already put one on. It came with 2 of these, and I already put one on. So basically what it does is it's a clip that you can press and remove. So once you press it, it's actually from this side, sorry. So once you squeeze, and you can actually push to remove it, just like that. And then when you, let me remove the screw first, actually, so that you can see it more clearly. Actually, no, I don't think this screw is included as part of the kit, so I'm not going to put it in the in this video. All right, so yeah, this is what it looks like. This part right here is included, and it just goes, it just slides in like so, and you just keep pushing in it until it snaps. And there is no screw or anything that you need to use to fasten it. It just stays there. And the way that you wear the harness is actually like this, so the gravity will keep it there. So that's about it. And if you squeeze to remove it, you just squeeze the bottom part and just push it up, just like that. Okay. All right, so it comes with one of those, and that you can use in the harness. All right, so next part that is included are these 3 tripod mount GoPro mount. Well, okay, let me back up and explain something. I'm not an owner of a GoPro, so I did not know that these type of mount right here, this round with a hole, there's 3 plastic round thing with a hole, is actually called the GoPro mount. I guess millions of people probably know that. I didn't, because I'm not a GoPro owner. And so all of these are, I mean, the GoPro is such a popular camera system that all of these are using GoPro mounts. So these are GoPro mounts right here. It is 3 pieces of plastic, and they're pretty hard plastic. It has nut on this side, and this is a GoPro mount. And the way that you use it is that you use these screws, and you would stick it all the way in until it reaches that nut, and you screw it until it's tight. And what happens is this 3 plastic will squeeze together as you tighten it, and that will grab the GoPro device that you're using. I'm gonna use an example of a mount, for example, that imagine that this is the camera. This is not part of the kit, by the way. So if this was the camera you imagine, or GoPro, what you would do is that you would slide this in between the openings of the GoPro mount, just like that, and then you would mount, you would line up the hole like so, and then you would then put in the screw into it, so that you can, until you reach the other side, and you screw it in tight. And now that's how you would use this GoPro mount. And you can still move it a little bit. Let me loosen it. You can move it back and forth, because it's just a friction mount. And if you don't want it to move, you tighten it so that the friction becomes so great that you can't twist it anymore. And that's basically the typical GoPro mount that everybody's already familiar with. Okay, so you get 3 of these, and you also get I call this a 90-degree conversion or adapter. So if you have a device that is facing this way, using this, if you put this on the GoPro mount, it will turn the orientation or direction of the mount 90 degree, so you can use it perpendicular to the way that you wanted it or have it before. This is also a 90-degree adapter, but it's a longer one, and so this one is longer, and it also have this hole in the middle that I'm not sure what it's for. Probably just they don't want to create, they want to save plastic, maybe they just hollow it out, but it's hollow in the middle, but almost twice as long. I think this is just another adapter to convert it 90 degree, but it's just a longer version. And of course you get the 3 screws, and then this is a clip. So it's a GoPro mount here, and it's a clip that you can press here. It's a pretty hefty spring, so you can feel pretty confident that this clip is going to stay and support your camera, hopefully. But yeah, it's hurting my finger. Actually, it's a pretty strong grip. It's made of hard plastic. There's no rubber inside here, but there's tons of teeth. Let me see. Sorry, let me get the camera to refocus again. Okay, so there are tons of teeth inside here that actually creates a pretty good grip. Okay, all right, so next I'm going to explain about this one. This is a bike handlebar attachment or mount. So you would loosen these screws here, and it would actually, you would remove it. If you want to use this on your bike's handlebar, you would remove it completely, and you would then, after you remove it completely, come on, let's go. Oh, let me see, wait a minute. Yeah, so actually you don't really need to remove both of them. You just need to remove one of them, because this bottom part, the bottom clamp, has an opening on one side, so you can actually just attach it on one when it's fully extended like that, and you can just put it on the other, and it would work without completely removing this particular screw on one side. Okay, so imagine if this was your bike's handlebar, and if this was your bike handlebar, you would then use it like this, and then you start tightening the screw so it will hold the camera sort of like that, basically. Okay, so this is the bike handlebar mount. Let me put it back so I don't lose it. Okay, the next mount is the windshield, car windshield mount. And this looks like a very good device, pretty robust, well made. Okay, so I owned some of these before for dash cam, etc. And this suction system is pretty good. It's actually pretty strong, and this one looks like it's pretty well made. So what you do is you would just, obviously you have to remove this plastic film. I'm keeping it there until I use it so that I don't have to clean it. And once you do that, you just imagine that this is your windshield right here. Just stick it there, and then you would move this lever to the middle. Well, actually, I'm sorry. At first, you should have this lever in the middle, stick it to the windshield, and then retract it back, pull it back like this, and then it would lock it. What that does is that it will pull the suction cup in, and therefore make a very strong suction to the windshield. Make sure that your windshield is clean, by the way. So all of this works on the fact that the suction cup gets perfect suction to your windshield. If it doesn't have perfect suction to the windshield, it will not work well. And then on this side, we have this regular tripod thread, and it's strange how, I don't know if you can see clearly. Let me see if I can focus and make you see this clearly. Okay, the bottom part of the thread is a larger diameter than the top. The top one looks like a tripod, same size as a tripod thread, but the bottom one is where this screw goes up and down at. And yeah, so it works. I'm pretty sure it works well, but just make sure that you don't over loosen this, and then it's gonna go and it's gonna get loose. So this is just a screw to tighten that part before you screw it into a tripod device. Like, you can screw in this obviously right here, so that you can attach your camera to the GoPro mount. Yeah, so this is a universal windshield mount, by the way. So because this is just a tripod mount, and then afterwards you can use any kind of other accessories that we have to use this. All right, so next we have the oh, by the way, I forgot to explain, this uses a ball joint, so you can rotate this quite easily in all kinds of directions. Okay, next is the I don't know why they're calling this the monopod, but usually a monopod is actually a tripod that has one leg. But as you can see, this has a tripod mount, tripod screw mount at the end, but it doesn't. The tripod is not included. I guess you can screw this into here, like for example this flexible tripod that it comes with this kit. You can screw that into the bottom of this monopod and then make it stand up. I wouldn't do it simply because this is going to be top heavy, meaning this is going to be on top of this tripod and it's going to be so much heavier. Any wind blowing would just make this device, make this arrangement not stable, and it will fall. And if your camera is on top of this stick, it will basically be damaged for sure, because the amount of momentum that it falls is going to be so great that it will damage your camera. I'm pretty sure of it. So this is not a monopod. I will call this a selfie stick. That's probably a more accurate description of this device, a selfie stick. And it extends quite easily, and it extends all the way to about 30 inches. I think it's to 33 inches total. And I tried it with, this is a tripod mount, so you would put this device on it. I would put this mount to mount the GoPro or DJI Osmo Pocket, and I'll put the DJI on it. It works really pretty well, not really well, pretty well. It feels heavy when I'm holding it, and the one thing that I don't like about it is actually bends. So when it's fully extended, I can tell that it bends. It's not straight. It bends down once it's extended. So this is not really sturdy. It's sturdy at about 2 feet, but when you fully extend it, unfortunately, it bends a little bit. I don't think it bends up to a point where it's going to break, but it bends enough that it feels a bit awkward using it. So I just want to let you know that's the negative thing that I don't like about this device. So this device is, the head is actually this swivel type of mechanism. You can tighten the swivel, so you can adjust the angle of the head, and there's this screw right here that you can use to screw in the device that attaches to this tripod screw, and it also comes with a strap. So it's a pretty good device. Again, the whole value of all these accessories for 30 bucks is what makes me buy this accessory, and I think it's worth the $30 obviously for all these accessories. I don't know if this was a good idea. I don't know how much it would cost if I would buy it separately, one piece at a time, but it saves me money to buy it all together from Amazon, and yeah, it works out. There is one thing that I would like to mention, is that there's a cable that comes with the well, it doesn't come with these accessories, but you would need it because for the DJI, I actually wanted to have my phone to be attached close to the handle, like right here, so that when the camera is fully extended, at the end of the stick, I would be able to still see what I'm videoing near my hand. That cable is not included, but it was actually pretty hard to find separately. I will include that I guess extension cable also, in case you have the same camera that I do, the DJI Osmo Pocket, and you want to do the same setup or same system that I envision. Well, that's it. Sorry for the extremely long video, but I just want to get a very good detailed review on this DJI Osmo Pocket accessories. I almost forgot. This is the harness that also came with it. This harness, I tried it. It works well. A bit tight when I tried it, but I didn't adjust the adjustment yet. But these are all elastic straps, so even though it's quite tight, I think it's all right. It does have this quick release mechanism to make it easy to put on and take off. So, and this part is made of plastic. This is not metal. Yeah. So this will allow you to have your camera very close to your chest. I mean, not very close to your chest, on your chest basically, and it's pretty good. I like it. Okay, so now the question, what would I score this from a scale from 1 to 10? I would say I probably would score this at 7. The reason why I wouldn't score it so high is because, once again, there are certain parts here that I think they just cut corner too much. For example, this plastic thread tripod. You know, the things that you're just going to use a lot and may get broken over time, I just don't believe that they should have used plastic thread on it. Another thing that I don't like about it is the fact that this monopod right here, or the selfie stick, it bends at the full max extension, which is about 30 inches or so. So I wouldn't make any device that would be flawed when it's used at maximum potential. It should be able to withstand what it's designed to do, or I would make it shorter so that it doesn't have a defect at maximum extension. So that's just my thought. For that reason, it doesn't have, I deducted 3 points from 10, and it only gets a 7 out of 10 for me. Would I buy it again? Yeah, I think I would. I think for some reason I still feel that the price is a bit overpriced, even with the harness and all. I think all these parts are so cheap from China that they can probably sell this a bit cheaper, but it saves me money, and I get a sampling of all these different mounts all together, so I think that's worth something. So it's not a bad system. Would I buy it again? Yeah, I think so, but it's very iffy. If I have time to just pick and select each one, maybe I won't. But if I'm the type of person that doesn't have time and I just want to buy everything all together, yes, I would. I would buy it again. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this review, please give it a thumbs up. And I would also appreciate if you subscribe to my channel to see more videos about detailed review like this one. Extended detailed review on products that I bought from Amazon. And I appreciate you watching, and have a good one.